Hello! Hey there to the leaders of the Avon 1170 Legends and the mighty District 4793. It's me, remember me? Kelly Coleman, your district sales manager. Oh gosh, good grief. When was the last time I came out with a video or really had anything that was leadership specific? I gotta say, I am really disappointed, kind of ashamed of myself, if you will, for not doing this sooner. It's been a crazy ride this fourth quarter, busy as you all know, because you have been out there in the trenches making it a very successful fourth quarter. But in the busyness, I feel like I've really dropped the ball with you guys, and I hate that. I hate that our most important segment of representatives, you are leaders, I have really essentially foregone communication. So let me apologize for that first and foremost and say no more. Drawing the line in the sand and really wanting us to close out 2015 strong and really turn the page to 2016, where we'll get back on track with all of our regular communications, videos, leadership meetings, etc. You can hear my dog barking, excuse the background noise. It looks like my UPS man is here, probably with Avon. Hooray. But with that said, I really want us to, like I mentioned, close out this year on the same page so that we can ensure that you are aligned and familiar with all of our current products, programs, and incentives for your benefit, but really more importantly for you to relay the information to your team for their benefit as well. Lots happening. If you thought the fourth quarter was busy, well, think again, because this first quarter might be even busier. And so with that said, without further ado, I want to share my screen with you. And give me a sec. Go to a presentation that will do just what I mentioned, kind of cover some of the things that we have coming up and get us all on the same page so that we can kick off 2016. I feel like it was just the beginning of 2015, but here we are in 2016 and preparing to have our best year yet. Well, that's going to be a tough feat, 4793. The progress that we've made in these past couple of campaigns, really just kind of starting our relationship together, as in starting with campaign 20 of 2015. You guys have come very far, very fast. So we're going to build on that momentum in 2016 and on 1170, your best year yet. That's going to be building on a record-breaking year that the district had in 2015, where even though results are not in, it looks like we have finished #1 in the region, hopefully top 10 in the nation in 2015. So to build on that will be tough. But you know what? For both districts collectively, we will make 2016 our best year yet. I'm so excited about that. And as we turn the page into this new year, I really felt the most appropriate thing to begin our meeting with is a look at our vision. I'll just kind of pause and reflect and assume that you all have received the email that came from both Sherry McCoy and our Director of Sales, Margaret Gramman, in regards to some changes that are happening to our corporate structure. I know that these changes can seem very scary, and don't get me wrong, I take these changes very cautiously, but very optimistically, and knowing that the bottom line is our leaders have you, our leaders, our representatives, at the forefront of every decision that they make. And I really believe that the changes that were announced last week come in the best interest of making our representative opportunity the best it can be. So with that, our vision is that we will strengthen Avon's position as a leader in beauty, unleash the power of our Avon network, and introduce a new generation of women to a brand that we know they will love. You're charged with that. You in the field are the ones introducing the brand to this new generation. We collectively are unleashing the power of our network, and I think that our vision is very powerful based on those things. But it really ultimately solidifies what our purpose is, and that's that beauty is the journey, but empowerment is the destination. Empowering you all to have a brighter future, empowering you all to empower your teams to better themselves, to, really partner with their customers. Our purpose is very solid. It's very strong. It's very important. And it's really important, especially as we head into a monumental year. How exciting that 2016 will be our 130th year in business, and we will be celebrating that, our heritage of 130 years strong. It gives me 130 plus reasons to believe that Avon will continue to thrive, even despite the changes that were announced last year, actually in support of the changes that were announced last week. But I'm so excited about this 130th anniversary. We're going to be seeing so many incentives, programs, events, you name it, that will be centered around this, starting with something that you guys are already aware of, but I definitely want to begin to plug hot and heavy, and that is our Rep Fest that's coming up in August 2016, where we're going to have 10,000 of our closest Avon friends all together in fabulous Las Vegas, and I want you there too. It's going to be an amazing time, really celebrating you and our 130 years together. And if you haven't already, I want you to get registered. There's a brand new site that's dedicated specifically to Rep Fest. You can find the link to it on the homepage of youravon.com. And on this site, you're going to see information about the event, from how to register, details on travel and accommodations, the different packages, from an a la carte choice package where you can kind of pick and choose what you do or don't want to do, to all-inclusive deluxe VIP gold level packages that will allow you to see and be a part of every single program, meeting, concert, dinner, you name it. So bottom line, start saving your pennies, figure out how many more representatives you need to add to your team, how many more customers you need to service, so that you can save the money and get yourself to Las Vegas. I will see you there, and I cannot wait. We're going to have a great time. I want to have a really big group from both districts. Collectively, we can get like some cute t-shirts made, or I don't know, but I just think that we can have a really fun time and really celebrate all that Avon has to offer. And speaking of what Avon has to offer, let's really officially turn the page to 2016. I mean, essentially we've done it, because both districts have their campaign 1 in the books. 4793 is actually already closed out of campaign 1 and are working in campaign 2. So when you really think about the fact that we have expedited this new year, where this crossing over into the new year, I wonder if you thought about the new year. Have you thought about what you want for yourself in 2016? What you're seeking personally? What your goals are professionally, whether that's with Avon and or otherwise? Think about it. If you haven't yet, I want you to begin thinking about it. What are your resolutions? And what do you hope for? Specifically, I want you to think about these 5 steps to a successful new year, because next week I'll begin some one-on-one calls reaching out to each of you. And I'd like to really dig into these things. For starters, your long and short-term goals. When you're working with new representatives, this is something that you do with them, right? You really help them to uncover their dreams, their goals. But maybe you haven't reflected on your own for some time. So I want you to, starting with the short term, this first quarter of 2016, and then long term, the year, 3 years, 5 years. Let's talk about it. And then collectively, I'd like to begin planning your activities quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily to ensure that you're working towards this goal achievement. And then something that I want to do that I've never done before, but I'm really excited about, I want us to have combined district success partners. And I'd like to partner leaders in 4793 with leaders in 1170, and you guys collectively work together as success partners, accountability partners, if you will. Maybe connecting a couple times a campaign, at least once a campaign, but bottom line, sharing ideas, bouncing things off of each other to keep each other focused on your goals and keep each other engaged in the business. And then essentially, as we work together as success partners, as we plan, as we think about our short and long-term goals, it's all about taking action. We can have all the best plans in the world, but if we're not executing, it means nothing. We need to be contributing to our goal daily. And then we need to be flexible, right? Even the best laid plans sometimes need a plan B. And so being flexible in our calendars with our goals, with our time, so that we can create a backup plan as needed. So these are the things I really want you to think about as we do officially turn the page into 2016, so that you can start laying out your goals, so you can really start digging under what you need, what your why is, what's going to drive you, and then some plans that we can collectively create together and hold each other accountable to. I'm excited to speak with you next week on those things. So as we do head into 2016, just really want us, again, to get on the same page with a couple of things. Let's start first with some of the easier things. For example, we'll start with rewards and recognition on a sales level, because this is really the be all the end all of what we're doing, right? Our PRP rewards and recognition and some 2016 enhancements. As we do look at 2016 rewards and recognition, the good news is that a lot of the program from this past year will remain the same in 2016. Our cycle started on campaign 1, right? Our new selling cycle. It will go through campaign 26, just as it did this past year. And all of the amounts needed for each PRP level will remain the same. So you see a glimpse of that right here. There are a few enhancements though, nothing major, but if you haven't already, I definitely recommend getting on YourAvon.com, clicking on the rewards and recognitions tab, and checking out the enhancements that are mainly surrounding the ways that you can earn even more PRP points, starting earlier for new representatives and even being more rich for established PRP Plus members. So definitely check that out so that you can make sure that you're not missing out on any PRP point reward available to you, and then passing along that information to your team as well. All right, that's kind of the easy part, so to speak, in relation to our 2016 selling plan. But let's start talking about our leadership action plan and how we're going to be building our first quarter, our winter 2016 quarterly plan. We're already well into the new year. Like I mentioned before, both of you already have, both teams just say already have campaign 1 on the books. And so as we start building out the next several campaigns, our first quarter, what we're going to do is really kind of segment these next couple of campaigns. And in campaigns 2 to 4, our focus will be about retaining and activating. We know that we had a lot of people, a lot of new representatives come aboard, and a lot of new customers buying from us over the holiday timeframe. And so we don't want to lose those people. So in campaigns 2 through 4, it's going to be about us retaining and activating the customers and representatives that we brought in over the holidays. And then after 2 to 4, after we retain and activate, we're going to start building from there in campaigns 5 through 7, where we are acquiring and recruiting new customers and representatives. So 2 to 4, it's all about maintaining and sustaining, and 5 to 7, it's all about building upon that. So with that as kind of the baseline plan of our first quarter winter 2016, let's look more specifically at each of these 2 segments. Our winter highlights, again, starting with 2 to 4, retain and activate. As you're aware, we have bundles that are really essentially allowing your representatives to have order activity in campaigns 1 to 4. This is part of our retention program in this time frame. The campaign 1 bundle opportunity is actually already over, but campaigns 2, 3, and 4 will have a bundle that's specific for that campaign, that offers significant earnings. You know what I always say, when we can earn more than we would normally earn, we need to take advantage of these things. And all of these bundles are 45% guaranteed earning opportunities. But more importantly, what these bundles allow is they allow you to have a tool to use to reach out to your representatives who are not actively ordering. So this is what I want you to do. And actually, now that I think about 1170, you do have a little bit of time. I want you to immediately pull your downline order activity. And any representative who doesn't have an order in campaign 1 for 1170, I want you to call and I want you to get them to commit to this campaign 1 vintage print collection bundle. All right. And now for both districts in campaigns 2, 3, and 4, I want you to do the exact same thing. As orders are being submitted and you pull order activity and you see representatives that don't have an order, it's critical that we get them to get an order in. So in campaign 2, I want you to reach out by phone, not by email. We're doing the emails. We're doing the other supplemental electronic communication. I want you to pick up the phone and call your team members who don't have an order and offer them these bundles. When you get them to commit to the bundle verbally, then reach out to me via phone, text, email, however you want. Maybe email me a list of their names and their account numbers so that I can get these bundles ordered for them. All right. The bottom line is that we really want to maintain order activity for every single representative in these first 4 campaigns so that nobody slips between the cracks. We want to keep them actively having an order, hopefully actively ordering brochures to stay on top of, having all the supplies that they need. And I really think that Avon's give us a great opportunity with these bundles to ensure that we can keep our activity up, right, if not increased over the beginning of this year. And we really want to keep it increased because we have an incentive to do so. Actually, it's our very first 130th anniversary incentive. I told you we're going to see so many cool programs, incentives, events, etc. surrounding the 130th Avon anniversary. So starting with this one, which is in campaigns 1 to 4, it's you do, you get, and essentially your representatives need to meet a cumulative personalized sales goal in campaigns 1 through 4 and place orders, right? So everybody has to have at least orders in 3 of the 4 campaigns 1 through 4, but anybody who's PRP and above has to place an order in all 4 of those campaigns. And when they do both of those things, meet that sales goal and place orders in the order goal that's required for them, they're going to receive this awesome exclusive 130th anniversary charm bracelet. I don't know about you, but in this really, this year, it's just such a special time. It's really one of those times where you don't want to miss the opportunity to have something that's exclusive, something that's commemorating such a big, important time frame, a big, important event, and you don't want to miss the opportunity, and you don't want your team members to miss it either, especially your PRP members, guys. I really feel like our PRP members have the biggest vested interest. So again, be sure you're staying on top of your order activity and campaigns 1 through 4. Leverage those bundles and sweeten the pot with this incentive as you're reaching out to your team members and really generating that order activity. A lot of fun things happening, right? So in this same time frame where it's all about activating and retaining, we are doing something that's really customer based as well, because just like our representatives, we had new customers come in over the holidays and we don't want to lose them. And so we are going to have a brand event in campaigns 3 and 4 called Switch to a New You. I love this. It's activation that's focused on trial and awareness of our skincare line, specifically our new line. And so there's going to be all kinds of things in the brochures, and there's going to be sample opportunities, trial size opportunities, lots of social media messaging, messaging and print advertising, really centered around this awesome A New You brand event. And I really think it's an opportunity for all of our representatives, especially those who aren't selling skincare, to find more new skincare customers, but to activate and retain some of those customers that came in over the course of the holidays. So be prepared for this event. I definitely suggest stocking up on some of the print opportunities that you can order, the sampling and trial size products that you can order, and be sure that you're alerting your team to this too, so that in their upcoming What's News, they can take advantage of ordering some of these trial sizes as well. And then be sure that you're utilizing all the tools, because we're having, we've launched tools that are helping you to promote and share skincare that you can start using right now and begin ramping up on your skincare your promotion of it, keeping your finger on the pulse of it and getting your customers really kind of engaged in the skincare piece, even before the new you brand event starts. And the thing that I recommend best of all is our awesome new skincare advisor tool. Oh my gosh, guys, have you tried this? If you haven't, definitely do it. You can find the skincare advisor tool two ways: by going to www.avon.com/skin advisor, or by going on to your own representative e-store, click skincare. It will drop down to several options, and then you can scroll to the Skin Advisor option and open it up. Here's what it is. This Skin Advisor tool is it's personalized 7 questions, super quick and simple, very comprehensive and interactive skincare tool where your customers can answer these 7 easy questions, and boom, their whole regimen based on how they answered their questions will pop up and be available to them so that they can know exactly which new products to be using and other clinical products to be adding to meet the needs that they wanted to address based on the way that they answered the questions. It is awesome. What a great way for you to look like the expert, to really make sure that your customer skincare needs are met very comprehensively. And it gives them the opportunity to buy those products on the spot from your e-store or opt in for our new auto replenish opportunity. So it's a really, really cool survey. I recommend, if you haven't already, taking the survey yourself first so you can go through the experience, and then guide your customers in taking the survey either with you or on their own. Again, it's a really good start to really kind of be the precursor for a new you skincare brand event that's coming up in campaigns 3 and 4, and you can start, kind of getting your customers geared up for that right now. Pretty cool, right? So 2 to 4 is all about activating and retaining. So now in 5 through 7, we're going to be building upon that, growing our staff of representatives by recruiting new representatives and acquiring new customers for those representatives to be servicing. That's what 5 through 7 is all about. And it's featuring one really cool, big event. It's our first ever Avon National Recruiting Week. Write this down: the week of January 8th through 22nd, where every representative nationwide is really being asked to get out and recruit for new customers, and like for you and your teams as leaders, new team members. Word on the street, by the way, is that I might be able to be in the field, possibly in both districts, during this time frame. All right, don't quote me on that. That's just the word on the street right now. And either way, I am thrilled. So here's the deal. This is a big deal, and we need to have multiple events happening every single day during this time frame. And so I want you guys to start thinking about some things that you can do, whether it's on a larger level like a tent event, or a smaller level like taking one team member out and you guys doing the power of 3. However you want to slice it and dice it, whatever you want to do, I want you to be doing something every day during this National Recruiting Week. It's a really big, exciting opportunity for us. So think about those things. When we talk one-on-one next week, I'd like to hear your thoughts on what you'd like to do, all right? And then I want you to say the date for Tuesday, January 5th, where we're gonna have a live leadership webinar and really start putting some very specific plans in place for this National Recruiting Week for you guys individually and then collectively as 2 separate districts, all right? As we are doing this National Recruiting Week, we're really driving a couple of specific things that Avon's wanting us to ensure that we do. During this time frame, what the ask is for us to achieve 12 new incremental contracts during the week of the 18th to the 22nd, all right? And then once we achieve those 12 contracts, we want to convert 70% of them to active representatives, right? They're just contracts until they have that first order. So we want 70% of those 12 contracts to actually become new representatives with orders. And then in the same time frame, we want to bring in 2 new promoters. So 2 new people who are launching their leadership businesses. So I love, as you guys are thinking about your plans with how you're going to get into the field the week of the 18th to the 22nd, I want you to also think about who on your team who's not yet in leadership you'd like to partner with to help them get their first recruits, so that we can have more than 2 new promoters in both districts. Pretty exciting stuff, guys. And as always, we have some incentives that really are surrounding this National Recruiting Week to just sweeten the pot, starting with a National Recruiting PRP incentive. You remember when PRP had the chance to earn this incredible Swarovski crystal 4A pin? Well, they have the chance to earn a second pin. The top 3,000 President's Club members who have the most amount of qualified new appointments or referrals during the National Recruiting Week timeframe will receive on-stage recognition in Las Vegas and an awesome pin, this awesome pin at our PC tributes coming up in the spring. As we know, the qualified new recruits have to have that $100 first order paid on time, and we want these referrals, these new appointments, to be appointed during the National Recruiting Week timeframe, which is like the campaign 4 timeframe. Okay, so that's what's going on in terms of our PRP incentive for the National Recruiting Week. But what about you? Oh, of course, we're going to have something for you. Recruiting incentives that last through the span of campaigns 5 through 8. The bottom line, the goal is to recruit and grow. So our incentives for you will be recruitment-based incentives in your first generation. We don't have specifics yet, so stay tuned, but do know that leaders on the ambassador and leader levels will earn Avon branded products like luggage, for example. And then there are going to be levels of rewards for qualified and new recruits, promoter awards, and that these will all be based on personal prospects, not on Alma leads. All right. So like I said, they're just kind of the parameters. We don't have specifics, so stay tuned for more. Those of you now on the executive leader level, in addition to earning the Avon branded products, can also earn certificate rewards, specifically gift cards to those awesome locations listed on the right: Old Navy, Talbot's, Kohl's, et cetera, et cetera. So there's going to be a lot going on, sweetening the pot so that we can really blow out this National Recruiting Week, make it a lot of fun, and bottom line, grow. We want to grow our team. So we're retaining and activating, recruiting and growing, really covering all of our bases in this first quarter. It's going to be very, very exciting. And if you think it's not exciting enough, how about the chance to win a car? Would that make it more exciting? I think it would. In this same time frame, campaigns 5, 6, 7, and 8, all representatives have the opportunity to earn a car. Yep, that's right, a car. Here's how the sweepstake works. For starters, you earn entries based on $40 plus e-store orders, and by having e-store orders in all 4 of those campaigns mentioned, 5 through 8. For PRP members, you do have to meet a minimum dollar qualifier. Now that's for sales in general, not just e-store sales. And then how it's going to work is based on these entries. It's like kind of a raffle ticket, so to speak. So based on the entries, you're going to earn, you're going to earn your way into the sweepstakes multiple times for all these e-store orders. And then 20 representatives based on the entries will receive a key on a 130th Tiffany's keychain. How cool. And one of those 20 keys on the keychain will start the car. So 20 will earn the key with the keychain, but 1 will start the car. Plus 100 people will receive free shipping for 1 year on all their Avon orders. And then 10,000 plus will receive Avon branded items. So bottom line, you're earning these entries into the sweepstakes and you can get a lot, whether it's the branded items, the free shipping, maybe the car. Somebody's going to win it. So why not it be one of us, right? So cool. Incentives for recruiting, incentives for e-store orders, and incentives for PRP, and just a really great, a much better earning opportunity for our new representatives coming in. Speaking of new representatives coming in, just a couple of tweaks to some of our advanced leadership programs that I want to make you aware of. The first is based on our best, in my opinion, our best opportunity for new leaders, and that's the Journey to Gold program. So remember, Journey to Gold is for non-leaders who bring in their first recruit, right? So you have a new representative and she brings in a friend. Well, that friend qualifies. So that representative is now on her journey to gold. And what she earned in the past was a bundle of products, right? Well, not anymore. Cash is king. And so even though the bundle of products was great, Avon's decided, let's just streamline this program. And when that person brings in her first new person and that person qualifies, we're going to give the new leader, the new promoter, $35. And then of course, when she brings in her second qualified person, $35. Her third qualified person, $35, so on and so forth. Of course, as you know, these $35 rewards are unlimited for all levels of promoters and ambassadors. I think that this is such a rich program that I don't know that we're fully maximizing, but now that we have this kind of incentive to earn the money rather than the bundle, maybe we'll get behind it more. I think that we really need to, and I think that it's going to be a really great way for us to entice more new leaders in this new year. So from that first bonus program for advanced leadership to a sustainable bonus program for mid-level leadership representatives, those who are in the ambassador level, working their way towards a leader level. We have our fast track to gold rewards. This incentive is all about every campaign from your first through your 13th campaign in leadership, growing your unit sales. Of course, you're getting the $35 per qualified person, but as you're building that team and getting those $35 per person, you also want to be building your unit sales, because essentially those unit sales is what's going to help you increase in title. And as you're building those unit sales, you're putting yourself on this fast track to gold, but this fast track to gold goal, and you can earn between $100 and $200 every single solitary campaign by growing your unit sales. This is kind of a very snapshot look at this program, but I think for all of us in our first through 13th campaign as a leader, we need to really get online, pull this program and read about it, know it in detail. Or if you're a leader who has a leader in their first through 13th program, first through 13th campaign, you want to know the program too, so that you can explain it to them and help them to achieve it as well. Let's not leave any more money on the table. And when you talk about having between $100 and $200 every single campaign for your first through your 13th campaign, that's a lot of money on the table, right? So let's go ahead and take advantage of it. And then last but not least, for our more upper level leaders, those of you who are mentoring new leaders onto your team, when you have, this actually starts at the ambassador level, which is nice. You start at the leader level, but now it starts at the ambassador level. And when you mentor a new representative to title, you both earn. So when you mentor a new ambassador, you and that new ambassador earn $50. When you mentor a new silver ambassador, you both earn $100, so on and so forth. This is unlimited. And as you continue to grow and mentor, you can continue to earn. And I love the fact that both of you earn. I love that too, right? So this is for your first generation, all right? And just know that to earn the reward, when that person titles and you both earn, the way to earn is by helping them keep that title for 3 consecutive campaigns. That's something to keep in mind. So something in terms of a bonus opportunity for every leader at every level. It's definitely an earn as you learn and earn as you grow kind of incentive. So lots going on. And I'm so excited about these things that we have coming up. I really just feel like, you know, even with the changes that have been announced, we are, or I should say, especially with the changes that we've announced, we really have the opportunity to have our best year yet. And I'm excited to partner with you guys to earn some of these advanced leader bonuses, to earn a car, you know, to help our PRP earn the pin, to really leverage some of these fun programs like the National Recruiting Week. and a new U brand event. So I'm looking forward to our partnership in that. But with that said, just some housekeeping, kind of along the same lines of leadership. A lot of you are participating in our ALMA program, which is our lead share program. You used to just get leads through lead share, right? Now we get leads through ALMA. You're not familiar. And what I need you to know about ALMA is that to be eligible to continue to receive leads through our ALMA program, you have to take the ALMA training that's available on Avon University. Now you may be saying, I've already taken the ALMA training. Well, here's the deal. We have come to find out that about 80%, it's a lot, about 80% of leaders who took the ALMA program, the report is looking like you haven't. And the reason being is because at the end of the ALMA Lead Conversion Success course on Avon University, there were 2 documents that were in correspondence with the program or with the course. And if you didn't open and download those documents, Avon did not record your course as completed. So I don't want any of you to be missing out on leads. So be sure next time you're on youravon.com to click on Avon University, click on the Leads Conversion Success course and see if it shows you as completed or not. If it doesn't, go ahead and open those 2 documents so that it will kind of give you that check in the box, so to speak, that you've completed it, and then you can continue to receive leads through ALMA. Speaking of ALMA, along the same lines, just keep in mind that a couple of changes to the leads that you can purchase. The premium leads, the introductory rate has expired, and now our premium leads are the regular price of $15 per lead. So that takes effect in campaign 2. And there's some changes to the amount of leads. You used to have to purchase 10 leads. Now you can opt to just get 5 leads at a time if that's what your preference is. So just a couple of these changes that are reflected starting in campaign 2 that you really need to know about. All right. So are you ready to retain and activate? Because that's what we're doing right now. We're in campaign 2, and that's where we're living. We really, really need to be utilizing our tools, specifically Downline Manager, to keep our finger on the pulse of our team and their activity. Are they placing orders? Do they have supplies? We don't want a campaign to go by where they don't have supplies or they're not getting some sort of order in so that they can have a payday. It's easy to skip a couple of orders and not have a payday and say, oh, maybe I don't want to keep doing this Avon thing. We don't want anybody to leave. So we need to be retaining and activating now. So I know you're ready to take action on that, to leverage those bundles that we have, to entice them with the 130th anniversary incentive. And then after we retain and activate, we're going to build from there as we recruit and as we grow. Lots of things available to help you do that. But of course, we always have additional tools. For starters, our web TV. I don't feel like I've talked about that in a while, but our web TV continues to be a source of incredible training and information. And as you can see, based on the times and dates on the right-hand side of the screen, we have web TV for the upcoming campaigns 2016 that have already premiered. The first one from December 11th, but we're going to have a new one coming up on January 8th. So be looking at that for your own sake of training, but also encouraging your team to use that as a training source as well. And then we have an awesome selling success guide. We did this for 4th quarter, and it was such a hit that Avon's decided to offer you a representative selling success guide for winter 1st quarter 2015/16. If you haven't pulled that from your homepage of youravon.com, do it. Such an awesome source of planning, campaign by campaign, to be sure that you're maximizing every product, program, incentive, etc. In campaigns 2 through 7 in 2016. So lots of tools for you, and some live meetings that you want to be aware of as well. Virtual live events that are really going to continue to just drive your training and keep us all on the same page. Of course, we have our National Recruitment Week, January 18th through the 22nd, so make sure you're writing that down. Our National Activation Day, we had our first one on November 30th, but we'll have another on January 27th. What this is, guys, is it's a day that we devote to activating those new contracts that we submitted during National Recruitment Week. We want to get on the phone with them, get face-to-face with them if we can, and activate them to new representatives, helping them place their first order. That's what National Activation Day is all about. And then we have our Grow to Win call with Margaret, which I highly encourage you guys to participate in every single month. If you don't catch the live version, I know noon's kind of a weird time. So if you can't catch the live version, make sure you listen to the replay, because Margaret's doing an amazing job of keeping us all connected, focused, and truly aligned with all of our objectives so that we can grow to win together. And like I mentioned, I want you to save the date for January 5th as well, so that we can all be together on our very first live district webinar for 2016. So until then, I want to wish you guys happy holidays. I say Merry Christmas, so Merry Christmas, but however you celebrate the holidays, I want to wish you happy holidays. Again, I can't believe it's been so long since we've connected. So I do apologize for the length of this message, but there's just a lot. There's a lot going on, and I really felt like we need to get on the same page. So let's get on the same page, stay on the same page. But between now and next week, let's just focus on having really happy holidays with our friends, family, and loved ones. And I wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas. I'm so looking forward to the new year and our partnership and making it our best year yet. In closing, and again, just in continuing light of the changes and enhancements, everything that we have going on, I just want to remind you of our brand statement, our beauty for a purpose, because Avon knows that when a woman is and feels empowered, she empowers others. I know you guys do each and every day. I hope and look forward to us doing that even more in the new year, because our purpose is to inspire and create a world with more empowered women through beauty. Beauty is a journey and empowerment is a destination. I know that each and every one of you know that better than probably anybody else in this business. In closing though, on a district level for both 4793 and 1170, you know, I have to add my own quote as a spin to how I'm feeling about things and the direction that I want us to head in. And I feel like Carl Bard said it best. Though no one can go back and make a brand new start, anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending. So with that, let me go back to the video and just again wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I feel so incredibly blessed to work with teams that are just so willing to work together, you know, just always supportive of one another, of me, of the business, even through trials and tribulations. And I'm so grateful for you guys each and every day. Again, I apologize. I'm just feeling really bad about being so disconnected, but I am turning the page to 2016 into just a continued resolution to be more available to each and every one of you, and making 2016 our best year yet. So again, Merry Christmas, and we'll be in touch soon. Save the date for January 5th. That's going to be our next time as a group collectively, but I'll be in touch with you guys individually next week. All right. Thanks. Bye.